Welcome back to the Daily Rewind. Today is February 2nd, and go grab you some tater tots as a snack as you listen to this episode because today is National Tater Tot Day, and maybe Sonic will have a deal for you. Hashtag not sponsored. And today also happens to be Groundhog Day. For updates about this, please go to social media or even your news if you still watch the news because this episode is pre-recorded and I don't know if the hog has seen his shadow or not. Welcome back to the Daily Rewind, a podcast where we rewind the time and take a look at what happened on this day in history. My name's Garrett, I'm your host. Let's get into it. Did you know that the first Groundhog Day took place in 1887 in Peninsula, Pennsylvania, where it still takes place today? The tradition is if it comes out and sees its shadow, it gets scared and runs back into the burrow, predicting 6 more weeks of winter. No shadow means an early spring. Groundhog Day has its roots in ancient Christian traditions of Candlemas, when clergy would bless and distribute candles needed for winter. The candles were representative of how long and cold winter would be. Germans have since expanded on this concept by selecting an animal for them. It was the hedgehog. When this tradition came to America by German settlers in Pennsylvania, they switched from hedgehogs to groundhogs because groundhogs were more prominent in Pennsylvania than hedgehogs. And for Black History, we are highlighting Black Americans every day on our show. Today's spotlight is Alfred Cralle, an inventor whose idea you probably used without even thinking about it. And it has taken the nation or the world by a scoop. In 1890s, Cralle was working as a porter at the Markel Brothers drugstore in Pittsburgh. While watching coworkers struggling to scoop hard ice cream into cones, he noticed there had to be a better way to do this. So he came up with one. On February 2nd, 1897, Cralle patented what he called the ice cream mold and disher, the first practical ice cream scoop designed to be used easily with one hand. His invention came during a wave of patents by Black inventors in the years following the Civil War, a time when opportunity was limited but creativity wasn't. Alfred Cralle was born in 1866 in Cambridge, Virginia, just after the Civil War had ended. He learned carpentry from his father as a boy and later moved to Washington, D.C., where he studied at Wayland Theological Seminary, a school created to educate the newly freed Black Americans. Cralle's story is a reminder that some of the most lasting inventions don't come from laboratories, but from paying attention to everyday problems and trying to solve them. And this is the only patent he has. There's no real proven reason why he only did one, but popular theories and historical scholars have said that it's because of financial restraints of Black Americans at that time. Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo added an additional 525,000 square miles to the United States territory, including the area to become the states of Texas, California, Nevada, Utah, New Mexico, and Arizona, as well as parts of Colorado and even Wyoming. In 1945, Klaus Fuchs is arrested for passing the atomic bomb information to the Soviet Union. Fuchs was a German-born British scientist who held the atomic bomb, was arrested in Great Britain for passing top-secret information about the bomb to Soviet Unions. The arrest of Fuchs led authorities to several other individuals involved in a spy ring, culminating in the arrest of Julius and Ethel Rosenberg from America. And then we go to 1349. Way back then, at least 200 people were being buried in London. 200 people a day were being buried in London as a result of the Black Death. The Black Death was one of the deadliest pandemics in human history. It swept through Europe, Asia, and North Africa in the mid-1300s and killed an estimated one-third to one-half of Europe's population in just a few years. It was caused by a bacterium called Yersinia pestis, which spread mainly through fleas that lived on rats. When affected fleas bit humans, the disease spread fast, especially in crowded unsanitary medieval cities. The most common form was the bubonic plague, named for the painful swollen lymph nodes called buboes that appeared in the neck, armpits, and groin. People also suffered from fever, chills, vomiting, and intense weaknesses. In many cases, death came within days. What made the Black Death especially terrifying was that no one understood what caused it. Many believed it was God's punishment, poisoned air, or a result of bad astrology. Without germ theory or effective medicine, doctors had little to offer beyond prayers, herbs, or bloodletting, which didn't help. That's it for today's episode. Y'all have a great day. We will see you tomorrow. Peace. Thank you for tuning in to the Daily Rewind. The Daily Rewind is produced by myself in History Talks with Garrett. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at the Daily Rewind Pod, and you subscribe to us wherever you're listening to this podcast so that you can get notified of future episodes. And if you are on a podcast platform that allows you to rate this podcast, please rate us. That way we can reach a greater audience. I will see y'all next time. You have a great day. Peace.